Hey friends, welcome back to Goodale Farm. I'm Peter. Today's video, I'll be working out in our garden. I need to expand it a little bit because we just have more plants that we want to do this year and put some fencing around it. So hey, thanks for tuning in and we'll see you out there. It's a hot one today. You know, now that it's, let's call it summer, the flies are going to be out. So I got a new fly mask for Lacey. We're going to put it on her. I know you want to go out, but you need the fly mask on first. Otherwise, they're going to be irritating you. Let's get the mask on her. All right, so hopefully, here, take a whiff. Horses like to smell everything. It's their way of determining something's safe or not. So whether it's a person or a new item, let them put their nose on it. They're able to feel a little bit more secure. So, okay, this one is nice. You know, what I like about this is it's all mesh. Even the ears and, excuse me, the part that goes over her head, it's light in color. So the fact that it's all mesh and light in color should be cooler in the summer. So, all right, come on. New mask. Check it out. There we go. Oh, good girl. Look at that. Oh, beautiful. Come on. Come on. Okay. All right. Let's show everybody how that looks. You guys can see it. But, yeah, it looks pretty good. So, still need to put the grazing muzzle on her. So I'll clean that out, put the grazing muzzle on her, and send her out. All right, let's put the muzzle on. Come on. Come on. All right. Sometimes she'll let you do it with the gate closed, but sometimes you really kind of have to get in there. Good thing is she's well behaved. She doesn't run out. She knows what she needs to do. And with the new mask on, wow, look at you. You look great. All right. Beautiful. Okay, go outside. Now let's go open the other gate outside for her. Okay, let's go. Head on over. Good girl. That's a good girl. Yeah, it's a nice day out. The barn swallows are back. There's a couple nests that they have in the barn. And we'll take a look at those. Excuse me as I open the gate. All right. Go ahead, Lacey. Go ahead. All right, she's out for the day. Now back to the garden. Here's what I got to do. On this end, we're going to go out 4 or 5 feet. That should give us enough for the expansion. And I got my tractor over there. I got to put the rototiller on it. I figure 2 passes with the rototiller. You know, the rototiller is 4 foot, so if I do 1.5, you know, that should be fine. All right, let's get that going for the day. Okay, here's the job. We have already this part of the garden done, and we want to extend it, let's call it 4 or 5 feet this way. So I have the rototiller right on the edge. I figure I'll start here, which will combine the already tilled with the lawn. Then I'll do another pass, maybe a second, to provide enough cushion. Go back and forth. And what I did earlier here was, after I rototilled it, I ran over with the tractor to pack it down. And then as my daughter's planting her plants and seeds, she's going through with the, what do they call these things? Hand weasel or something like that. I don't know. These little tools here. Yeah, I think it's a hand weasel. To rough up the soil and plant it. So, all right, let me get this rototiller going and see what's going on. Lacey's out there with her new mask. Where is she? There she is, enjoying the grass. All right, let's get to work. All right, let's see what we got so far. Yeah, I probably extended it 8 to 10 feet, but hey, that's fine. So what I did was I went first across this way, 2 or 3 times. Then I went opposite. So I started with the rototiller here and worked into the existing tilled. I'm going to turn around now and start with the rototiller on this side and then go that way. But what I have to do first is pick up the rocks that I hit. So we got this one here, there's another one here. They're kind of all over the place. You can't get them all, but the big ones you definitely want to get to, because when you roll over them, I mean, you roll over this rock here, which I don't know, it's a little bit bigger than my fist. Let's call it 1.5 times a fist size. Sounds like you're going over a bomb, because it gets all caught up in those tines, and it's bouncing around, and I gotta imagine that's not good for the machine. So I'll get the rake or whatever and try to get some of that out and then till this again. Okay, I think this part of the job is done. Went over it a few times with the tiller, this way, that way, every which way but Sunday, and then back bladed it with the front of the tractor, so the bucket, to flatten it out, and then ran it over with the tires to make it nice and flat. So I think we're in a good spot for now. So the next is to start with the fencing and start putting some of that around. It's pretty hot today. It's probably, I don't know, 85, probably pushing 90. I don't mind working in the heat. I have to remember to keep hydrated. I find in the heat, and sometimes in the cold too, there comes a point where you hit a threshold and it's very uncomfortable and it's painful until you hit that threshold. But once you hit it, then you're just in the heat or the cold, and it's just a matter of powering through it. So I'm at that point now. I'm a little drenched, really thirsty, so I gotta go get some water to continue to work. Looks like rain too. Maybe we get some thunderstorms, cool it down some. Until then, let's keep going. All right, for the fence project, tools I'll be using are the come along, post driver, and this iron rod. I'll use the come along and the iron rod to put in the end of the fence and to kind of pull it tight so that I can fasten it to the poles. Obviously the pole driver I use to put the poles in. So all right, let's get to work and see what's going on. All right, so I got this stand of fence that I need to stretch out. This was from last year where the garden was. So I have it strung out. I'm going to remove this pole here. I'll uncoil this, put this pole more towards the end, put this other rod towards the end, just to see how far it comes. It'll probably come somewhere around here. I'll drive a heavy-duty pole in, and that will be the anchor. And then I'll hook up the come along to the fence. I'll move the tractor over here, hook the other end of the come along to the tractor, pull that fence tight, and then fasten it to that pole. Sounds like a good plan. Let's do it. All right, let's hook the come along up. You know, if you've never used one of these come alongs, there's two hooks. You see this one here, and then this one over here. To loosen the cable, you have to undo both of them, because you see this grooved wheel. That's what keeps the tension on it. So by taking these two levers off and then pulling, you'll loosen the cable up. So I'll just kind of hook that up right there. Hook these two levers up, which this is a bit rusty, so, and then we just pull. And we're good. That's close enough. Let go of those hooks. Hook this end up to those tension rods, those poles that I had earlier. And then once you have that on, you just start cranking the come along like this. And through the wonders of levers and pulleys and cables, you get the tension. And of course, you always have to have one side, like I have on the tractor there, stationary, so that you can actually pull. And it's pulling the fence nice and tight up against this pole that I put in. And then once I have it tight against the pole, I'll fasten it with some fasteners, and then I could let loose the come along. All right, let me get situated here and get this fastened. All right, so here's what was happening off camera. As I was cranking the come along, it was pulling these tension bars. I have it really attached to this solid rod. This is just a piece of copper piping that, I don't know, it's there for looks. But the fence is nice and tight. It's still obviously, you know, secured to the previous here. You know, you want to check it to see if it's tight against the bottom, which is fine. I mean, you know, we'll if there's any gaps, you could always create a mound of dirt. But here's the business end. Okay, you want to make sure that as you look at your pole, assuming your pole's straight, which, yeah, it looks straight enough, that the fence, you can see, you know, it's equal distance. Okay, I lost some footage because of the memory was full on my phone. So it was a good time to go inside, grab something to eat. So I'm back. I'll pick up where I left off. I'm almost done with the job anyway for today. And anyway, let me show you where we are. So what I was saying is, when you pull your fence, you want to make sure that it's in line with the pole. So you can see the vertical strand of the fence is pretty close to the way the pole is. I mean, down there it's a little cockeyed, but you know, we're not performing surgery here, so it's close enough. And then the footage we lost was applying these clips. Let me show you how that's done. So when you buy a fence, I don't know if this was covered, but they have these clips. I get mine at Tractor Supply, and there's clips galore, so there's never an issue. But these are very convenient, because the way they work is that, as you can see, you put one side in, so this side would go in, hook on the fence, and then this one, as it comes around this way, you take the screwdriver, put it in the loop, and just with the screwdriver flip it around, and it will actually make a twist of the fastener around this fence. And it's really quick. The trick is to get a screwdriver that is short enough that fits as you're spinning into these different slots. But anyway, with that, you know, I put a few of them on here. This is going to be an end post, so I want to make it extra sturdy. You know, the next step, I think I'm going to break for today, is put some posts along this way here. The idea is this will be an opening to, I don't want to call it a gate because I'm actually not going to put a gate, but I think what I'll do is put another post here, and then we turn the corner right basically where the tractor is, and then we're going to come along this way. So I think corner post, another end post, in between this end post and this post I'll leave the fence somewhat loose. And what I've done with the past is just to fasten it with bungee cords, so I'll have the fence overlap a little bit, and that's good so you can come in and out. Our source of water is over there where the trough is, and the spigot, or they call it a hydrant, where that is. And then similar on this side, so you know, the fence, the original fence went here. I got to turn it around and come this way. I'll do the same thing with the come along, pull it tight, put an end post, put another opening, so to speak, start new fence, new end post, come all the way around, hit that corner, and then we're back to where the tractor is. All right, that's the game plan, guys. All right, friends, that's it for today. I'm gonna call this a wrap. Hey, if you're new to the channel, welcome. And by all means, subscribe, and everybody offer comments, suggestions. I'm sure a lot of you are gardeners out there, and you have different ideas and different ways about doing gardening. So hit the comment button. It's good to be part of the comment community. I get, you know, one or two every now and then, so it's good to have that. All right, so I'm going to release the come along, put the tractor to bed for the night, clean up some of the tools, and call it a day. So until next time, hope you're having a great day. Thanks for tuning in.